my big cigar. My cigar.
Good morning, loyal listeners, libertarians, lovers of the leaf, everyone out there in Radio Land. Welcome to another exciting edition of KMA Talk Radio. We are broadcasting live from the South Florida Fairgrounds at the 13th Annual Great Smoke Event. I am Adam K., the Brewmeister. With me, as always, Paul, the producer.
And Abe is somewhere around here. We're just
He's
not
somewhere.
100% sure.
Yes, he's probably
Where
yelling at
exactly?
me on the radio right now, but I can't tell it because I'm wearing headphones and I took that earpiece out. To my right, of course, everyone knows Mr. William Cooper.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, guys.
Welcome back, Coop. Thanks for being here at another wonderful Great Smoke event. It's going to be a fun, exciting day. 46 cigars available to you if you purchased a ticket.
And tickets are still available,
Tickets
right?
are available
you can buy
at
tickets
the
when you
door.
come
The
here.
lovely Julie is sitting off to my left there. She will happily take your money and give you a ticket for the Great Smoke. You can come in. Only $150 for a base ticket and 46 cigars and all the alcohol you can drink and food you can enjoy all day long.
And if you happen to be a Lady M fan, she is here, present today, helping out, and in full pregnant regalia. She looks beautiful.
Absolutely.
So come and check her out. Say hi to her. She'll sign an autograph for you.
Of course. She's been known to do that from time to time.
Adam, you're keeping your cool,
Yeah.
but you're freaking out today. I already noticed. I got here, and I was a little bit late because I couldn't find how to get over here.
Yeah, how did you not? I don't know how you got lost like that. It was crazy.
I was like 6 miles away. The South Florida Fairgrounds, for anybody that doesn't know, because it's giant. I don't know how many acres it is, or
A lot.
or hectares. I don't know what we do here, but I feel like I'm in
What's
a
a
different
hectare?
country. And well, it's like an acre.
I've never heard anyone refer to an acre as a hectare.
Well, if you speak to people from Europe,
Oh, well, I probably don't.
Florida's a different country.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's very true.
So how was traffic getting in here today? Because last night we hit the Trump traffic.
Oh.
And literally, yeah, we were all rerouted, and it took like an hour for me to get from Boynton Beach to here.
Wow, that is a good point. I totally forgot about that because somebody did tell me at the last second he did come in. And so
Yeah, that was bad last
what
night.
are you doing, Paul? You're breaking stuff?
I didn't do anything. We're waiting for the program to respond, but we're still live
yes.
on the air on the radio.
Yes.
But we may not be live on Facebook Live right now.
Yes.
But that's okay.
Good job
So
breaking it.
Coop, he was flying in yesterday. So Air Force One is just down the street here.
Right.
Did you pass it at all?
No, I didn't see it at all. I mean, because literally they rerouted me around Palm Beach Airport, and
Oh, I guess that's true. They don't let you pass while you're.
yeah, I mean they had the exit, which you're supposed to get off Southern Boulevard, was closed off last night.
I'm sure that made it a wonderful time for everybody trying to get to the dinner last night. So, yeah, of course, last night was the Red Meat Lovers Club pre-event dinner hosted by Lito Gomez of La Flor Dominicana. And, Coop, how did you like your first Real Meat Lovers Club experience?
Wow, it was, I mean, honestly, it blew me away. I mean, this was, as Dojo called it, a vegetarian's nightmare last night. But this was, I mean, and I've been to a lot of the VIP dinners that you guys have been fantastic. This one just took it up to a whole other level. And the venue we were in last night, it was just beautiful. It was like this long dining hall we were in last night. Just really made it nice and roomy. You could smoke in there. It was great.
Absolutely.
Vivacious.
So Coop, you're not from South Florida, but that's actually where the main South Florida Fair takes place. So that's like the walkway going in and out.
It's
of
like
the
a
South Florida
concourse.
Fair.
It's like a big concourse you're in.
Yeah, that's the main hall from the Expo Center outside to where all the food vendors are. It was cool to see last night watching because you went live a bunch of times.
I went live a couple of times. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw, Lito Gomez ate an entire tomahawk chop last night.
Really?
John Carney must have had I'm not exaggerating when I say he had 5 pounds of meat, and he devoured it. And I was sitting next to these guys, so I could tell you.
He is a
there's
big fan of the meat. So
he really is, and
yeah.
he
He can put it down like with the best of them.
Well, he's a big guy. I mean, he's not fat. He's like big, right? He's built.
He's built. He's brick, the guy. I mean,
But he has hair now, I noticed.
he looks younger actually with the hair. It's
Yeah.
kind of.
I just figured, why would you shave your head at that age if you have hair? Usually you shave your head when you're, over 35 because you don't have hair.
Right.
I don't know. I made fun of him for it when I saw him the other day because, well, I just think he looks silly.
You think he looks weird?
I think he looks just weird with the hair, and he's styling it in a weird way. But what can I say? I can say that about John, he's a friend.
He's
so.
a friend, yeah.
He's a friend, so I can say bad things about him, and he knows it's all in good fun and jest and everything else. So it all works out. But yes, it's going to be a great night day today here at the South Florida Fairgrounds. VIPs get let in at noon, and all the base tickets get in at 1 o'clock, and the raffles start at 4:30. And we're giving away a lot of prizes. That prize table is full and chocked with great stuff donated by manufacturers.
Fantastic. Really fantastic.
All you got to do is walk around, get prize tickets from all the different people all across the great venue, see the vendors, check some stuff out. A lot of great stuff going on.
It's really a cool event. And I mean, I've only been here, this is probably my third or maybe fourth. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'd lose track as
The
well
first
sometimes.
year I came, I burned my shirt, Coop.
How'd you burn your shirt?
I don't know.
The figures.
I was using matches and to light a cigar, and my wife looks down at me and she goes, "Oh my God!" And my pocket on my shirt was literally on fire. I had to put it out, and yeah, it was.
No.
Oh, you know what I did? I went to throw the match down, and it like the wind blew it into my pocket and lit my shirt on fire. But I'm talking like it was a blaze in 3 seconds.
Now, I've never with a cigar, but with a pipe, I have burned a shirt.
See, you've never dropped an ash or from the cherry onto your shirt and had small little holes?
Those, yeah, but I mean on fire,
Okay,
like
yeah.
Paul,
Yeah.
different story. I mean,
I've never been on fire before.
Yeah, yeah.
Abe has too. He said he remembers waking up one day and having burn marks up his chest. So.
Wow.
Wow. He is around here somewhere. We're going to try and get him in and on, but we have Coop here to fill in for him as well. Coop, what are you smoking there today? That's a big cigar.
I'm smoking the Nika Puro by Alec Bradley in the diamond cut.
I'm going to zoom in on you a little bit there. There
Yeah,
you go.
but-
Yeah, that's
look,
good.
Look at it. This is actually a diamond cut cigar.
So is it a box press that's sideways?
Yeah, but it's more of a. If you look at it, it's kind of diamond shaped. It's kind of like a parallelogram.
It's cool.
You know what Alec Bradley's. I'm really seeing some great products come out. This one's been out for a few years, but
And they only release it like
once a year.
Yeah,
Once
it's
a
only
year.
Once a year
Oh,
release
really?
that they
Okay.
do.
yeah.
So it is a limited
That's like My
edition,
Filthy
yeah.
Hooligans. They only
Exactly.
release
Right.
every couple of years.
Yep.
Which are out again this year.
And the
They
new
do.
Shamrock now with the three wrappers is going to be out. Which
What
is
are the 3 wrappers?
Uh,
Candela?
Candela, Natural, and Maduro.
Ah,
So they're going to have Filthy Hooligan with the 2 wrappers and Shamrock with the 3 wrappers.
that sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. All right, so we got a lot of great stuff here. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, more from the South Florida Fairgrounds. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Introducing the H. Upmann Connecticut Grupo de Maestros, a redefined Connecticut that exhibits a fuller and deeper flavor, combining over 200 years of cigar making and refinement. The Grupo de Maestros, a brotherhood of master blenders, inspired to create a new definition of a time-honored legend. This collaborative H. Upmann features a robust blend of luscious filler, including a layer of specially cultivated pilotico tobacco for an incomparable rich complexity. The H. Upmann Grupo de Maestros, defined heritage, redefined Connecticut.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only non-profit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
Hello, this is Glenn Case, owner of Christoph Cigars. There's nothing more important to me than family. That's why I treasure the moments with my wife Terry and our son Christopher, aka Christoph. When we have those rare moments to talk about life, there's nothing better than smoking Christoph to enhance our time together. For Terry, it's our Christoph Sweet Tip Cuban selection. For Chris, our Sumatra. And for me, our original Maduro. Enhance your family time with Christoph Cigars.
The Oliva family, the makers of some of the most affordable yet highest rated premium cigars available. For 7 straight years, Cigar Aficionado has rated Oliva as one of the best cigars of the year. And Oliva has a cigar for all smokers. From the newly released Gilberto Oliva Reserva
You can hear the spots, right?
EV. Oliva cigars can be found at a tobacconist near you. So always ask for Oliva, an unbeatable value and uncompromising quality. The Oliva family of cigars.
The recently released Perdomo Double-Aged 12-Year Vintage is an extremely rare blend of Perdomo's finest and most cherished 12-year-old fillers, binders, and wrappers. Bale-aged for 10 years and then barrel-aged in bourbon barrels for an additional 2 years, these exquisite Nicaraguan tobaccos are bursting with rich, complex flavors. Offered in Connecticut, sun-grown, or Maduro, available at only 250 authorized tobacconists worldwide, the Perdomo Double-Aged 12-Year Vintage is a must-have for every cigar enthusiast.
Monte Cristo has set the standard once again, turning back the hands of time by utilizing a long-forgotten, unique aging process that harmonizes the flavors of the wrapper, binder, and filler with the use of small pilones. Monte Cristo Epic Craft Cured is an exquisite cigar you must try now. Available nationally for the first time, Monte Cristo Epic Craft Cured features a 2006 Nicaraguan Rosado Oscuro wrapper that is both beautiful and distinctive. This cigar is a masterpiece no one should miss. Make sure you get one today at your local tobacconist. Monte Cristo Epic Craft Cured. For 500 years, Nicaragua has served as a crossroads of cultures, ever since indigenous inhabitants mocked arriving Spanish conquistadors in a colorful costume satirical masterpiece called El Huehuense, or The Wise Man. This great dance continues today in the careful blending of Nicaragua's finest tobacco. Master blender Nicolas Melillo has worked tirelessly to create and honor the great dance of flavors in El Huehuense cigars. Visit foundationcigars.com.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. Adam K is running around somewhere here. Don't know exactly where he went. And I am joined here by Anastasia.
I still hear music.
Yeah, there's music playing.
Oh.
It's just we're going to be low in our headsets. If you want more volume in your headset, I can give it to you.
When does the music stop?
When Colin brings it down.
Oh, okay.
He just nice fade, Colin. We're live from the Great Smoke 2019, the 13th Great Smoke. And sitting with us, of course, our good friend that always joins us for the Great Smoke is William Cooper from cigar-coop.com.
Hey there, hey there.
And now joining us is Brian Glynn from CO, Cigar Obsession.
How's it going, guys?
It's
Hey,
going,
Brian.
man.
Brian.
So you just got here. Have you been here before?
Yes.
Were you here last year?
I was here last year.
Yes.
I'm a terrible person. We didn't get you on the air.
Motorcycle? Did you drive the...
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Always.
Yeah.
He documented the ride, too, I believe.
Oh, I got to
right?
check that out.
Did
Wait,
get
you
the
rode
ride?
your motorcycle from where you live? Wherever on
West
the West Coast?
Yes.
I ride my motorcycle everywhere.
Wow.
He has two-wheel obsession,
Obsession.
too. He's a blogger.
Right,
for-
I've seen
yeah,
that, but
yeah.
But here's my question. It's Florida. It rains a lot. What do you do when it starts pouring?
Well, on one bike, I get wet. On this bike, you just have to keep moving.
Wow. I just didn't think that you could, your hands get slippery. You can still operate it.
You've never seen people riding motorcycles in the rain?
No, I always see them pull under the
seriously.
underpass.
That's when it's really torrential downpour, they'll pull over.
No, just Harleys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, to me.
Wait, I thought that was the only real bikes. Those are the only real. Well, listen, I like to call Harleys motorcycles. I like to call everything else bikes.
Okay.
That's my standard.
That's fair.
I've been a Harley guy, so I call Harley motorcycles.
Yeah, I mean, so what do you ride, Kawasaki's and, as they call them on the street, crotch rockets?
No, I've got Yamahas right now.
Okay.
I'm not brand loyal. It's just, whatever bike's out there that I want to get. I've got a FJR and a FZ09.
So whatever is so fast that, I'm obviously you have the need for speed, I'm assuming.
Not so much. These aren't super fast bikes. One does $150, the other does $130.
I'm
This
sorry, that's
episode's
fast.
Sponsored by Sam Adams Beer.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, Abe cracked a beer as soon as he sat
Beer
down.
for breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm
Beer
breakfast.
sounds so good right now.
Most important
so
meal.
dehydrated. I'm telling you.
There's a truck driving past us
Yeah,
right
I
now.
have no idea. This,
It's crazy talk here, man. There's This place is so big that there's like 4 shows going on at the same time of this size or bigger.
That's the problem. Parking was a problem last year. Parking was a. Are we on terrestrial radio?
We are.
Okay, so parking was a crap show.
Yeah.
This year too. I don't know what it is, but it all pans out in the end. And I always say it's not how you start; it's how you finish. So it'll always finish strong. Plus, I'm usually the only one that really knows the crap show that's going on.
Well, that's the thing. Like for you, it's a mess, and for everybody else,
it's great.
It's a show. It looks great.
True.
But that's a show. You're putting on a show here. But while we have you here, Brian, I want to talk about what's going on with you. What's new? I mean, I know you just moved, so you're in the new studio, or are you moving still?
Nope. Everything's done. Everything's awesome. Just loving life at the new house and studio. Last night I wrapped up the 2019 donation drive for Cigars for Warriors.
Okay.
We're on track. We still got some stragglers to come in, with things that are in the mail. But Robert of Cigars for Warriors is going to be picking everything up in a week, and we're right about 6,000 cigars this year donated.
That's great.
6,000 cigars. Now, how do you get them over there? You just
he
ship
picks them up. He brings a big SUV. I used to drive them up to him when he lived in, I think it was Homosassa, and my wife and I would load up our Kia Souls. But he's got
packed to the brim.
He's got a big SUV now that holds all of the. I use the big 55-gallon bins, and he just packs it full.
Now, where do they go? Do they go overseas, or do they go?
Yes, they go into active combat zones. Basically, their organization is the only charity organization that can send cigars over there, and
legally.
Yes, the troops send in requests through their website, and then they send out every single week hundreds of care packages with Zycar stuff, Boveda stuff, cigars, smoke magazine, all kinds of good stuff.
Great. Well, I think Abe is giving me the sign that we need to break.
No.
Oh.
I was going to say, you should check out that girl.
Oh, damn it. I thought this means break.
I didn't know if I was turned on or I wanted to wrestle.
I thought
I like the required I like the required uniform.
I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know what booth she's working. She's got an exhibitor badge. Man, I think I was turned on and wanted to wrestle at the same time.
That's the kind of woman that could take you, break your neck and.
No, not my neck. She could break your neck.
You know what? I have a joke, but I'm gonna go easy today.
You know what I envision when I see her and Paul together? The scene from Avengers with Hulk and Loki. Grabbing Paul. That's what I envision.
I've been with women that are taller than me, but
that's
never.
like everybody.
All right. My wife's not taller. Actually, she might be.
Yeah, dude. That's like my 10-year-old daughter's taller than you now.
Well, that is true, actually. She went to give me a hug last time I saw her, and I was like, damn! What happened? Well, that's awesome, Brian. I mean, that's pretty cool that they get. How did they get them over there, though?
Priority mail.
So they just mail them?
Yep.
And you can mail to a combat zone?
Through the Postal Service, through APOs, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
We have a Guards for Gunner program.
Yeah, you guys do it.
Every month we send a package somewhere.
And you're not officially approved, but what are they going to do? Say
who?
no? Well, Brian said that their organization has been approved.
Approved by?
They're the only charity that you can donate to. That
it's approved by who?
The government.
Really?
Yes.
How is that? Because donating cigars, as far as I knew, I always figured every month I'm violating FDA regulations. Because as far as I knew, FDA publicly said that donating cigars to the military was still sampling, and you couldn't do it.
Well, they're not a manufacturer.
Yeah.
They're a private
or a retailer.
organization. Right.
Oh, right.
There's nothing to stop you
Right.
from doing
Right. That's why they're
You
approved,
can personally do the donation. Nothing would stop you.
Well, I mean, it comes out of my company. It
Right.
out of my company.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'd love for the government to come and find me for donating troops.
What
to
a great
military.
press that would be.
I would call every news station from New York to LA.
Yeah.
Please sue me.
Yeah, come after
Best
me.
coverage I ever got.
Jeez. So what are your plans for today, Brian? When you come to these events, do you go around to the tables
shoot
and
a
talk?
ton of video. I'm going to do booth tours with all the vendors. I've got a table in there with some fans that'll be joining me throughout the day.
Will you be doing a live broadcast?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I was actually walking over here to get the Wi-Fi password.
Oh, we don't have it. Adam might.
Okay.
That's fantastic. Yep. Listen, there's a lot of guys out there who do what these guys do.
Right.
But these two guys here are guys I consider at the top of their game for this industry and what they do. And
he likes us, Coop.
I don't work very closely with a lot. Really, just like 3 guys that I really work closely with, and there's 2 of them right here.
Yeah.
And for me, they're the top of their game. They do what they do, and they, from my opinion, they're a service to the industry. So we're always glad to be involved. Glad to have them here. I know Coop was at the dinner last night. What did you think of that dinner?
Oh yeah, Coop.
I mean, like I said, it was.
Oh, you guys talked about it?
Yeah, but it
I
was
just said
home run.
Yeah,
home run.
We did dinner here for the first time instead of a restaurant. It ended up being. I was surprised you weren't there. It was a crazy little event.
Paul, you gotta come. You guys gotta get it.
Listen, I have an excuse, but I can't. I'm not going to tell you why I couldn't
Oh
go.
no!
It can't be worse than
Tell us what Daddy Daycare, Mommy, Daddy, make me better, help me raise my kid program you were at last night.
It wasn't one of those. My son and my wife are away, actually, today, last night and tonight.
So why weren't you there?
Spearmint.
I have the dogs, so
Oh,
I
my
had to
God.
work all day.
Doggy daycare.
Oh my God!
Doggy daycare.
And I had to take care of the dogs. I don't have cats, Colin.
Let's take care of the dogs. You go home, you walk them, you feed them, and you leave.
Oh, Paul.
What time did the dinner start? 6.
7.
7:30.
Oh, really?
7. What's till like midnight?
Oh, I could have been there. Don't. I stopped by your other location. I stopped by the Casa de Monte Cristo to see the Rocky Patel guys. I saw Nish and Nemish, and Nemish was sitting down, and he said that he just wanted to make sure he didn't fall like last year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, I saw that happen.
Yeah, he got pretty obliterated last year.
Well, and you know what I found out? Jill, who is Glenn Loop's lovely wife, was the one that saved his fall.
Oh.
He fell on her.
Wow.
She said all of a sudden she just saw him just coming down towards her, and she like broke his fall.
I would have seen my life flash before me right
well,
then.
she kind of said that, but she's a lady. You know, she was being nice.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness gracious!
So yeah. So Coop, what about you? Like, what is your like? I mean, there's a lot of press here. Abe is.
Right.
It's awesome that he has such a good relationship with everybody because all the guys from all over the country come here. The dojo guys are here. You're here. Brian's here. What do you get out of this for the press?
Honestly, it's a place where I can meet a lot of I think FaceTime is the most important thing that we do, and I get a lot of FaceTime with people in the industry here. And at the same time, obviously, I have a relationship with you guys. And I get to enjoy a really top-notch event. And there's not a lot of events I would put in this category, for sure.
I'd like to enjoy the event 1 year.
Well, you know, right before you retire 1 year,
I'm telling
you got it. You got to actually, when you just sit it out,
you hire a director.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. We already talked about it. I think next year might be the first year I might have to really contemplate.
An event planner.
Oh, yeah, an outside third party.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like I did for my wedding.
But Abe, you'll be a nervous wreck about it. You'll be a nervous wreck about it.
Depends how good the planner is. Listen,
yeah.
You don't understand. Everything that's done, even to the printing, it's all in a task management software.
Right.
All I got to do is unarchive the file from last year, and everything we did this year is there. So I can tweak it. But believe it or not, that's not enough because the follow-through is the fail.
Yeah.
Even though I might have thought of it and put it on it, guys will drop the ball, they'll forget this. So that's all I need, somebody to organize. And unfortunately, my team, on top of trying to organize this whole thing, we're still running the day-to-day business. You know, so
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's a lot. And I think it's becoming big enough, and I think it's time that maybe next year we do just try to find an outside party to
I
help
was
us.
wondering if you pulled in all your staff or if your stores were still open today.
Well, hold on.
We're all open.
We'll talk about it. I'm getting word from our board engineers that we need to take a break.
Okay.
So we're going to take a quick break, but we'll come back to that because the staffing's a huge issue here. So
Yeah.
we want to talk about it. We're at the South Florida Fairgrounds with KMA Talk Radio Live. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Dan Blunt here for Alec Bradley Cigars. You ever plunk down hard-earned cash for a cigar? You're hoping you just bought yourself a nice drive-through taste town. Only to discover you're in the slow lane with a clunker. That sucks. Say goodbye to bad rides. Test drive an Alec Bradley cigar today. At Alec Bradley, they get it. Whether we're talking about life or cigars, it's all about the ride.
Follow the legend to Nicaragua. The Monte Cristo Nicaragua series is the latest addition to the extraordinary legacy of Monte Cristo. Blended in Nicaragua, the balance of this cigar is undeniable. And now it's been awarded a top 10 cigar of 2018 by Cigar Aficionado. This exquisite and complex 100 Perfect Puro uses only the best tobacco, combining body and flavor for a stellar appearance. A unique smoking experience that is now a top 10 cigar of the year. Monte Cristo Nicaragua. Two legends coming together to create one legendary cigar.
To Tobacco legend Julio Aroa and his son, Justo Aroa, bring back the authentic Corojo and Aladino cigars. A true Cuban puro, giving homage to original vintage Vitolas. Aladino cigars are also available in a dark, rich Maduro wrapper. JRE Tobacco has an unwavering commitment for consistency and quality. Experience our commitment to excellence in any one of our 3 lines: the Aladino, the Rancho Luna, and the Tatascan. Light up a JRE cigar today. Visit jretobacco.com.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only non-profit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
Hoya de Nicaragua proudly announces the release of Cuatro Cinco Reserva Especial, a carefully modified recipe containing a unique and exceptional selection of barrel-aged grade A fillers and a beautiful silky shade-grown Habano wrapper. From the legendary Jalapa Valley, produced in small quantities, this exceptional medium to full-bodied cigar will continue to captivate consumers with its rich Nicaraguan complexity, subtle woody and sweet flavors, and a velvety finish. Try a Cuatro Cinco Reserva Especial today.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato cigars.
CLE Cigar Company presents CLE Cigars, Aroa Cigars, and Asylum Cigars. With 4 generations and over 120 years of experience in tobacco, from seed to smoke, these cigars are produced in Honduras and Nicaragua, with the utmost care and precision possible. CLE Cigar Company introduces a vast array of tobaccos in various sizes to bring the highest quality of premium tobacco direct for your enjoyment. Visit clecigars.com for more information.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too!
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. Producer Paul sitting in on this crazy day. Honest Abe sitting to my right.
I'm barely here.
Next to him is the lovely William Cooper.
Greetings.
And Brian Glenn still sitting in with us.
Hola.
So before we took the break, we were talking about the staffing issues.
Oh, you
here.
remembered.
And I'm good at that. I remember stuff.
Good at something.
Oh.
But we were talking about the staffing, and
I
Brian,
get very bitter this time of year.
I noticed. Brian was asking because, and it's a good question because obviously there's a lot of locations for your retail stores, and there's a lot of staff here today. So what do you do staffing-wise at the stores?
Well, we put our staff at the stores that the stores need to function. Then every other single body's here, but that's still not enough. And even if we had all our staff, it's still not enough. I think we bring in at least about 30 to 40, maybe 45 outside people. I mean, it's got to be more than that. Team Sweden alone is 20. So
That's the soccer group.
Yeah, I mean, this is my favorite story. I put it up on Facebook because this kind of evolved without my knowledge and without my interaction. It's kind of the coolest thing ever. So obviously everybody, hopefully who's been a fan of our show, remembers Lady M. So, you know, Lady M, we met her while she was still in school. She was here on a soccer scholarship at that time at Northwood University, it was called. And
now it's...
for the first Great Smoke, we needed one person, whatever, and she was there. And we actually hired her roommate, and her roommate said, can I bring my roommate? Okay? So I went to meet her, and it was Lady M. She was outside of Starbucks. She had all sweaty from working out. Her leg was in a cast. I'm looking at this girl.
God.
I'm like, what's this girl going to do? You know, I mean, I was like, what is this girl going to do? She looks like she can really stand up. So, lo and behold, she works for me for another 10 years after that. So, but Lady M, the following year, we needed people and basically went to her soccer team. And Northwood University, which is now Kaiser University, is for some reason like Sweden International. I mean,
there's a lot of international students there.
Nah, it's a lot of Swedes.
Is it really? Well, I know a lot of Brazilians go there too.
But it's a lot of Swedes. Because, you know, we can't give away snus at any of my locations, but we can't keep it in stock at that one location. And it's because one out of
what is snus?
It's a form of tobacco like chew.
Okay.
Like dip, but it's a Swedish form.
Huh.
You know? And 1 out of every 4 Swedish people use snus, men especially, use snus.
Wow. Really? I've never even heard of it. Okay.
So when we, thank you.
And now you know.
And now you know.
When we couldn't give this stuff away, and all of a sudden that one store was selling it, we figured out it's because of all the Swedes. So I think the first year she might have bought us 8, 9 girls that worked it, you know. I didn't even think about it. Emily came to work for me. She eventually graduates, but every year these Swedes come. Emily hasn't worked for us now in over a year and a half almost. And yet these Swedes are still involved. And basically what has happened is that a upperclassman is in charge every year.
Okay.
And when she graduates, she passes on the torch to one of the underclassmen moving up, and one girl coordinates and brings us 20 girls to help us work this event.
It's awesome.
It's happened, and it's right, and it's evolved on its own. Like this is the first year I've kind of stopped to think about it. Like, where do these Swedes come from every year? Who's organizing this? Because like Emily's gone.
So those are them.
Those are them, and they'll be working. There's 14 of them. They'll be working the VIP and scattered areas.
It's a reason to come to the Great Smoke today.
That'll
Just
really,
throwing it out there.
Yeah. So Swedish co-eds.
Some of the most beautiful women in the world.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, and like yesterday, I met the woman for the first time who's like the team leader, and she introduced me to the girl next year.
The pimp.
Yes, the pimp. Exactly. And she introduced me to the girl next year who's going to be in charge of coordinating. I mean, it's funny because the girl who's in charge for next year, she wanted to come last year, but she couldn't because the upperclassmen get first priority, and then it filters down to if they need to fill up spots. So it's kind of been a cool thing that this university and these group of girls have been intertwined with the Great Smoke now for a dozen years on its own. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, we import a lot of help. We have to. It's just can't be done without it.
It's on such a massive scale between food and vendors, and I mean, it's unbelievable. And just so that we know, there are tickets still available if people come today?
There's I think about 80 or 90 tickets still left, and they'll be at the door. They'll probably be all gone today. So, but yeah, there are some. And look, I mean, I don't like the word massive because, you know, I've been to massive events, to be honest with you. I'm not even going to mention names, but I've been to a couple of the massive events. And
where you're stuck shoulder to shoulder, and
they're not fun.
That's no fun.
They're not fun.
No, I agree.
And I've gone like as a consumer, you know, really, and it's not fun. It really is. There's no factor of socialization. There's no factor of really any kind of meet and talking. There's no factor of any kind of just walking away of memories or entertainment. It's literally a cattle call to get as many cigars as you can for as little amount of money as you can and get out.
This is great to get your stuff and then sit down.
Yes,
exactly.
And we got new experiences here. We got an engraving station. We got a cat. So, you know, it is getting bigger every year. I mean, this by far historically is going to be the biggest one, without a doubt, we've ever had. We've already pre-sold more tickets than we sold last year, including the door sales. So we're way ahead of the game. Yeah. But I don't like using the word massive because
it's not so big that you can't enjoy it.
Yeah, because those massive events, for me, they just aren't fun, and they don't have the proper experience. And that's one of the hardest element about growing this stuff. What's up? Oh, wow. Nice. Can we get you on camera?
Please.
She just walked by.
Just so you know, she's giving out dessert, literally.
Oh, really?
Just think Paul's getting paid for this.
I'm so hungry.
Literally.
But it's not just today. So yesterday started the event. No, Thursday started the event.
Thursday.
So Thursday event started.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Nobody called me.
So today, after the event, it's going to be the after party at Spearmint Rhino,
which is hosted by Scott Weeks from Blue Cigars, who's the ultimate host. This guy's insane.
Southern gentleman.
Yeah, I think he's already prepaid for so many bottles and Rhino dollars, and he's just going to be like, "Hey, bro." He's going to be on a path to make sure everybody has a really good time.
I heard last year he was just walking around with bottles filling drinks.
Probably.
Yeah.
And those of you who for those of you who that's not your scene. At the West Palm Beach Davidoff Lounge, the Hiram and Solomon guys are in town, and they'll be hosting a little party that I believe is also the Fat Ash Society's 1-year anniversary.
Fuad and George.
Fuad and George, yes.
Fuad and George are here. We had them on the show last week.
Yes.
It was pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah.
And then there's still another event after that.
Brunch.
At the Casa de Monte Cristo
Brunch
in Boynton
Sunday.
Beach.
That's the one event really where I kind of don't do anything. I just show up with my family and eat, and we're done.
And drink some Bloody Marys.
And drink some Bloody Marys. I
'Cause-
really don't try to do anything at brunch.
Because that's one of the only places in South Florida you can get the big, delicious Bloody Mary.
Let me tell you something.
That thing is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, he's even upgraded it now.
Oh my God.
Yes, we're adding, what was it, pickled green beans?
Pickled green beans, hot,
spicy pickled green beans. I mean, look.
Ooh, that's a recipe for trouble.
Yes, it is. I put our brunch up against almost any brunch here in Palm Beach County except the Breakers. But then again,
the Circle Dining Room.
The Breakers, you're paying 4 times as much. So.
Oh yeah.
You know.
It's like $200 a person.
Right,
at
for
the Breakers.
$25 or $30, whatever it is, for what you. Hey, look who's alive! You just get here,
Anna.
Oh, liar!
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 Anybody?
It's okay, Anna. I won't talk about on the radio how you're late for the 2nd year in a row. I won't say anything.
I'm a dirty, dirty girl.
You want to get on camera and apologize to everybody for your tardiness?
Everybody that's a fan of Anna.
Say, I'm sorry. Go, you're good.
She had to take care of her dog.
It's okay.
It was very difficult. It was.
We didn't really plan for you to be on time. It's okay, baby. Hey, we were
Speaking
just talking
of Hiram and Solomon,
yes, we were
they're
just
coming
talking
in.
about the event tonight.
We will.
Gentlemen, what's up?
We're going to bring you guys on in a minute.
How you
when we
doing,
go
Jack?
back
I
for our
can
next
go.
break. Everybody's coming
I
to say
so
hi.
I'll get him on. So.
Yeah, sure. So anyway, so that's what's going on here. Abe's life is insane.
A little bit
today.
A little bit. I'm waiting on my wife to deliver some drugs so I can actually walk around a little bit more because my body's like, I'm getting too old for this. I feel like a truck hit me. I'm not kidding.
What was your take from the dinner last night? Because
You know-
Lito was speaking, right? And I saw him on Dojo.
Yeah, you said he was awesome.
He was
good.
I mean, he was amazing.
Yeah.
Like he said I love when Lito talks about how many cigars they have to throw out. Like he's one of the few guys that'll be like he said their first year making cigars they threw out like 10,000 cigars.
What?
They had to destroy them.
For what?
Because they were
They
bad.
didn't make him bad.
Oh.
He'll be the first to tell you he didn't know what he was doing when he got in the cigar business.
Yeah.
That's why his Toro cigar is called the Bellicoso because he thought it sounded cool. So he just named that size a Bellicoso early in the day. Yeah.
Oh, you can.
He's just
You
he's just such an honest storyteller and it, like really worked himself up from nothing. It was pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing to hear from a guy like that. And when he shows up, I think everybody at the event last night, because I saw a lot of Facebook Lives from a lot of different people that were at the actual dinner last night. And they were just talking about how awesome it was to just sit down and eat with him. And Coop said he ate his entire tomahawk.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Wow.
He's not a big guy.
Yeah, I mean, there's a picture on my Facebook page of him with that tomahawk. He ate that whole thing. I'm not kidding.
Let me tell you something. The food really was off.
How many guys did you have there?
that sat down and ate?
Yeah.
I'm going to guess maybe about 110 sat down and ate.
110 guys on a long table down like
that looked awesome.
That main area.
Yeah.
It was a cool.
And then there were people who were
That's
working that ate too.
inconceivable.
Just didn't sit down and eat.
Oh, I should have come to work.
Oh yeah, you should have.
Paul, you missed it, man.
There he is.
It was
What's
something
going on?
Yeah, that was something special last night.
No, it was insane.
That
insane.
event, Abe, that event's going to take on a life of its own in the next
You
couple
have
years.
to be careful not to eat too much before dinner because the food is so good. First off, they put this whole big bowl, it's like this big, of some kind of crumble. I call it crack bacon because it was crack crumbles. It was these crumbled baked pieces of bacon.
This was an
Chunks.
appetizer.
Oh, that was nothing.
This was like
they had Wagyu beef sliders. They had a hot dog cart. They had some sausage dish. They had tostones with some cream and caviar on top. They had.
Oh my God!
I mean, it was just, and that's before the dinner.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Well, we actually have to take a break. We gotta do that. But when we come back, we'll have some of our friends from cigar manufacturers across the United States that are here today. They're all conglomerating here at the Great Smoke 2019. It's KMA Talk Radio. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too!
Yes, it's mandatory.
Mike Bellady has collaborated with industry legends Don Pepin Garcia, Manuel Quesada, and Ernesto Perez Carrillo to make some of the industry's most highly touted cigars. Through his company, MLB Cigars, Mike brings you 4 incredible and unique blends. Imperia, Imperia Islero, Imperia Aventador, and the David P. Ehrlich Tremont. MLB Cigars are made with the best minds in the industry. Visit us at MLBCigarVentures.com and follow us on social media. Imperia and David P. Ehrlich Cigars. developed by legends, smoked by connoisseurs.
Hi, this is Nish Patel from Rocky Patel Premium Cigars. I want to introduce you to this beautiful new cigar we introduced at the IPCPR show called Tavacusa. Beautiful San Andreas wrapper on it, double binder, double ligero. When you smoke it, you get a lot of chocolate, espresso notes, medium to full-bodied. Go to your local brick and mortar, try the cigar, you won't be disappointed. All I can say, it's got the wow factor.
When Dominican passion, artistry, and skill combine with 114 years of family legacy, you don't have just a cigar. You have the cigar. Whether you love the mild, flavorful La Aurora 1987 Connecticut, the spicy 1962 Corojo, or the always smooth, sweet La Aurora 1903 Cameroon, you aren't just enjoying a part of history. You're lighting your own legacy. Be a part of something. Look to the lion. La Aurora Cigars, king of the pride since 1903.
Looking for something unique and awesome? Smoke Oscar Valderas cigars. 2012 Connecticut, 2012 Corojo, 2012 Maduro, the Oscar Habano, the Oscar Maduro, My Way, and our latest creation, Oscar Valderas Cicerone Edition. A great cigar that comes in 5 different collectible boxes with an amazing exclusive artwork. Remember, Oscar has something unique and awesome waiting for you. Ask for Oscar Cigars in your favorite cigar shop.
Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust and its master ligador, Steve Saka, is crafting the very finest cigars available today. One such brand is his Todos los Dias. This liga is very smooth with tastes of dark chocolate and figs, with a nice sweet chili pepper that escalates in warmth as you smoke it. On the palate, it feels like a medium-bodied smoke, but it is lying to you, as this cigar is quite strong. From the first puff, there is no doubt of the origin of Todos los Dias, or that it is intended solely for the seasoned cigar smoker. Viva Nicaragua!
To affinity and beyond. That is where Affinity Cigars will take you. These mild to medium cigars use only the finest select high-grade Ecuadorian Connecticut tobacco, creating a cigar that delivers a smooth, rich, creamy smoke with the gentleness of a mother's touch. Affinity Cigars have become America's go-to cigar for that flavorful yet unintimidating smoking experience. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer.
Insurance companies have a very unique business model that the general public doesn't understand. Insurance companies make profit only one way, taking in premiums and paying out less on claims than they take in premiums. In doing this, they oftentimes deny legitimate people with viable claims fair compensation.
We know accidents happen. They happen every day. The good thing about insurance is it helps people do the right thing when they've caused accidents. You know, if I cause an accident, the first thing I want to do is make sure the person is okay, the person's taken care of. Insurance gives us the ability to do the right thing. Unfortunately, the insurance company treats people like statistics instead of human beings. And that's why you need an experienced attorney to make sure the insurance company does the right thing.
Baker and Zimmerman, defending the injured. 800-866-LAWS.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too!
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. Producer Paul filling in for basically everybody. Yep. Abe went running around, and I have our good friends William Cooper here. Hey there. And Brian Glynn. Hello. Yeah. And Adam K is running around sending people to the front here. So
you would think get free publicity on a radio show, and where are they?
You know what? These guys, they come in. It's a crazy day for everybody. I think. Yeah. Everybody's running around, going nuts, trying to figure out, what the setup is, and
you have no idea how many people are scared to either get on camera or get on the radio.
From the cigar manufacturers?
Oh yeah, yes. They still are. Yeah.
I've had people when I do booth tours run away from the camera.
That's so strange.
Yeah.
It's such a social.
I know, but they have no problem talking to thousands of people in person. I don't get it.
Or taking airplane selfies.
There you go. Here we go. Oh, we got some guys coming out. I only have one mic for you guys, so who can come on? George, come on. So we have Fuad and George thank you, sir, from Hiram and Solomon Cigars. or Hiram and Solomon Cigars. I'm sorry, I said it incorrectly. And I'll give this to you, sir. You just pop that on. So, George, last week we had your business partner on, and we were talking a little bit about how you guys got started. There's this allure behind the Masons, obviously, as you know.
Yeah.
So let me just get your mic on. Let me just make sure we can hear you here.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
All right. So how did you originally get involved in the Freemasons?
Actually, I get involved through my partner.
Oh, real? So you knew each other before?
Yes.
Colin's playing the X-Files music. If you put the top on like that, there you go. This just moves. Well, hold on. Flip it. There you go. There we go. Technical difficulties. It should be that close.
No problem.
Okay. So how did you guys know each other before?
We both worked in gas business.
Okay.
So we met through meetings in the 90s, mid-90s.
Did you own stations or work
Yes.
in? Okay.
Yes, we both owned stations with Exxon Corporation at that time.
Oh, okay. And that's how you met, and
that's how we met.
Was it for business reasons, like for networking and that type of thing?
Yes, yes.
Because I know nothing about it. I know you're not allowed to talk about everything that goes on there.
No, well, we're talking about gas business now. We're not talking about
Exactly,
business.
yeah.
But I met Eddie, and I found out he smoked cigars. I was just starting to smoke cigars at that time.
Okay.
So we started to smoke cigars together. We became friends, and I knew then he was a Mason, and he started talking to me about it and introducing me. I started to attend meetings. You can attend one of the meetings once a month, even if you are not a Mason.
But you have to be invited, right?
For the meeting, yes.
Okay.
To join the Masons, you cannot be invited. It's to be one, ask one. You have to ask to be joined.
Really?
Yes. We, as a Masons, we cannot tell you, why don't you become one of us?
Right.
Why don't you join our lot? We can invite you to one of the meeting where we are not discussing our own business.
Oh, okay.
And that's where
So there's certain meetings that are open to the public to just come.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Are you either of you guys Masons?
I am not.
No, I'm not.
I've always it's been like one of those things, because wasn't George Washington a Mason, a Freemason?
He
Benjamin
was.
Franklin was a Freemason.
Almost
Every president.
It's a big part of this history of this country. Yeah.
Which is pretty amazing to me that an organization that's that old still exists.
It is. Actually, our country and judicial system and everything built in this country was built the Mason way.
Really?
Yes. You know.
Now, what about listen, you stop me, because I don't want to get in trouble if you're not allowed to talk about it. But there are those theories that Washington, D.C. is actually set up to be in the shape. Yeah, exactly, Colin. To be set up in the shape of the Freemason compass.
We love when people think that way.
Well, so all right. So then you guys realized that you smoke cigars. You got involved with each other. And decided to make a Freemason cigar. Now, I understand that nobody owns the logo rights.
Correct.
So, but you still ask for permission.
You have to, out of respect. Plus, we started not to make money out of it, not for our fame or to be famous or to sell tons of cigars. We started because we want to put the Mason name in something we love, something we respect, something we enjoy, and that's a cigar. It's our culture. So we want to link Masons to our culture, which is the cigar, link them together, and here and there make some money to support our causes.
Well, that's another thing about you guys that, you donate to a lot of charities, and not just Mason charities.
Yes.
That's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
So tell us about the cigars that you guys will have for people coming to the Great Smoke today.
We have different kinds of cigars. Actually, the one we just gave you is the Lancero. That's a traveling man.
Okay.
It's Sumatra wrapper, medium to full body. It's a great cigar. We have different lines. That's one of our lines. Our original lines were the Enter Apprentice, Fellow Craft, and Master Masons. And then we have the Traveling Man, we had the Shriners, the Veiled Prophet. So it's a bunch of different cigars, different levels, different kind of taste.
And internationally known now, right? I mean, you're out in different countries now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which, Scoop, have you had these before?
I had the very good cigars. I haven't had this Lancero.
Okay.
Now this is newer, right?
The Lancero is a new size.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Now
just
this is
released
a little
that.
shorter than your normal Lancero, right?
What's that?
It's a little.
No, it's 7.
It is 7.
It's
Okay.
regular, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is a very nice.
It's 7 by 38,
Okay.
like a regular size Lancero.
Okay.
We have another size that we just released as well, and that's the Petite Corona and the Shriner.
And that's what you're smoking.
Yeah,
now.
that's what I'm smoking.
Okay.
I tried to put a quick smoke. I didn't see anybody smoking inside, so I was a little scared to smoke by myself.
No, you're allowed to smoke inside. Everybody's just
Here we
setting
go.
up. I was walking around with a cigar in my mouth. Mike Bellidy's walking around with a cigar in his mouth, as always.
As always.
We're going to have him on in a few minutes. He doesn't have a drink yet. We can fix that.
Wait, Mike, it's early.
Abe has a drink in his hand.
Orange juice, Mike.
Well, Abe is Abe. Nobody can complain about Abe.
That's absolutely right. Well, so you've only known him a short time, and you already know that.
I met him today for the first time, but I know about him.
Oh, okay. Oh, really? I didn't know that.
He does have a reputation.
Yes, he does. So what's in the future?
A lot of
for
people going to get hurt.
Hiram and Solomon Cigars. What's your ultimate goal with the company?
Is to keep going the same way we are going. We don't have an ultimate goal like some people said it. I want to be in every store, in every market, in every country. Our goal is to keep growing the same way, organic, healthy way. Keep our charity. Keep the good people around us, and keep making good cigars, because we will never sacrifice that. We'll never make a bad cigar.
Well, see, that means something, and that was part of when you decided to go the Freemason route. That was the only thing that they stipulated, correct?
Correct.
That they had to have a quality product if you're going to put the brand on there.
Correct. Without quality product, you will not be accepted.
So have you gone to other, are they called lodges?
Yes.
Okay, so have you gone to other lodges across the country, and how has it been received?
Oh, sure. We visit a lot of lodges, and we are received very well and with respect and honor. We also support other lodges with their activities, with their charity programs. See, everybody loves cigars. Everybody wants to smoke cigar. It's the best way to support the lodge through giving them the cigars to sell it and raise some money.
And I have to imagine that at the Freemason meetings that people are smoking cigars anyway. Why not smoke something in the Brotherhood? You know, like.
Correct.
But they are for everybody. I'm not a Freemason, and I will be smoking one today. I smoked the Shriner line when we originally had one of your sales guys on the show. So we were given a couple of them, and I smoked that, and I enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to this Lancero. We want to thank you for coming on today. If you haven't tried them, Hiram and Solomon Cigars, they're all over the place now, and they'll be here today at the Great Smoke 2019 at the South Florida Fairgrounds. We have to take a hard break here. When we come back, more Manufacturers Live on KMA Talk Radio. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too!
Yes, it's mandatory.
The Southeast #1 club of the year is Spearmint Rhino. Enjoy $5 lunch specials daily till 3 with the best view in town. Really hungry? Take a bite of their 16-ounce New York strip special, only $14.95. Available daily until 10 p.m. Spearmint Rhino, home of $10 Tuesdays all day and all night. And now Thursdays until 8 p.m. Dances are $10. Spearmint Rhino is South Florida's adult playground. Mention at the door, Honest Abe sent you for free entry. For more information, visit spearmintrhino.com.
Lights, camera, action. Real Clips Barbershop brings you all that is good about old school barbershops in a new cinematic themed environment. Whether you need a traditional cut, fade, blowout, or even a straight razor hot towel shave, our master barbers will get you right. All while enjoying iconic scenes from some of your favorite movies, right from our video screens built into the mirrors. Visit realclipsbarbershop.com. That's real, R-E-E-L, clipsbarbershop.com for a location near you or to make an appointment. After one visit, we know you'll be back.
Keep it lit with KMA Talk Radio.
Cigar Fairy's making rounds.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
A
a brand more than 100 years in the making. Particulares was established in Havana, Cuba in 1895, operating as an elite factory that would later introduce the world to classic brands such as Byron, Particulares, and even Monte Cristo. Now, Sindicato Cigars is proud to bring this historic brand back to life, partnering with the legendary Topsa factory in Esteli, Nicaragua, to reimagine this Cuban classic as a modern-day Nicaraguan puro. Transport yourself to a bygone era of Cuban nostalgia with Particulares by Sindicato. For more information, visit sindicato.com.
Hey fools, how about a game of Cutthroat? It's your funeral. That's my kind of game. Arnold, I hope your pool playing is better than your choice of cigars. What do you mean? Wow, tough crowd. Here, try this Recluse cigar. You're gonna need all the help you can get. Don't be stingy. Let me get one of those. Recluse. Wow, that's a good smoke. Now I can bring my A game. I think you should stick with that Recluse cigar and work on your B game, because you don't have an A game. And I know a little something about games. Boom. Ooh, that's cold.
Mike Bellady has collaborated with industry legends Don Pepin Garcia, Manuel Quesada, and Ernesto Perez Carrillo to make some of the industry's most highly touted cigars. Through his company, MLB Cigars, Mike brings you 4 incredible and unique blends: Imperia, Imperia Islero, Imperia Aventador, and the David P. Ehrlich Tremont. MLB Cigars are made with the best minds in the industry. Visit us at MLBCigarVentures.com and follow us on social media. Imperia and David P. Ehrlich Cigars. Developed by legends, smoked by connoisseurs.
Quality and value are always the 2 biggest determining factors for consumers when making buying decisions. Casa Bella by Sindicato Cigars offers superior flavor, quality construction, and an affordable everyday price. Completely handmade in the Dominican Republic, these value-priced, smooth yet flavorful cigars are comprised of Dominican and Nicaraguan filler tobaccos, and they're available in natural and Maduro wrappers. Visit SindicatoCigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Casa Bella cigars.
Lights, camera, action. Real Clips Barbershop brings you all that is good about old school barbershops in a new cinematic themed environment. When you need a traditional cut, fade, blowout, or even a straight razor hot towel shave, our master barbers will get you right. All while enjoying iconic scenes from some of your favorite movies, right from our video screens built into the mirrors. Visit RealClipsBarbershop.com. That's real, R-E-E-L, ClipsBarbershop.com for a location near you or to make an appointment. After one visit, we know you'll be back.
Dan Blunt here for Alec Bradley Cigars. You ever plunk down hard-earned cash for a cigar? You're hoping you just bought yourself a nice drive-through taste town, only to discover you're in the slow lane with a clunker. That sucks. Say goodbye to bad rides. Test drive an Alec Bradley cigar today. At Alec Bradley, they get it. Whether we're talking about life or cigars, it's all about the ride.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too!
Yes, it's mandatory.
Insurance companies have a very unique business model that the general public doesn't understand. Insurance companies make profit only one way: taking in premiums and paying out less on claims than they take in premiums. In doing this, they oftentimes deny legitimate people with viable claims fair compensation.
We know accidents happen. They happen every day. The good thing about insurance is it helps people do the right thing when they've caused accidents. You know, if I cause an accident, the first thing I want to do is make sure the person is okay, the person's taken care of. Insurance gives us the ability to do the right thing. Unfortunately, the insurance company treats people like statistics instead of human beings. And that's why you need an experienced attorney to make sure the insurance company does the right thing.
Baker and Zimmerman, defending the injured. 800-866-LAWS.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only non-profit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
Joya de Nicaragua proudly announces the release of Cuatro Cinco Reserva Especial, a carefully modified recipe containing a unique and exceptional selection of barrel-aged grade A fillers and a beautiful silky shade-grown Habano wrapper. From the legendary Jalapa Valley, produced in small quantities, this exceptional medium to full-bodied cigar will continue to captivate consumers with its rich Nicaraguan complexity, subtle woody and sweet flavors, and a velvety finish. Try a Cuatro Cinco Reserva Especial today.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato Cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato Cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato Cigars.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. Paul, the producer, filling in for basically everybody who's running around like chickens with no heads on, but the event is about to begin. And, of course, guest hosting with us today, William Cooper from cigar-coop.com.
Hey there.
And Brian Glynn from Cigar Obsession. Hello. And we are now joined by Mr. Mike Bellady from MLB Cigar Ventures. Mike, this is your second Great Smoke?
Second Great Smoke, yes.
Had you been here as a consumer before?
I was at the very first Great Smoke, which was before I was in the industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
It was a little smaller then.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've seen it grow.
Yeah. It actually lives up to its name now. It was still very good then, but it was a slightly less than Great Smoke. Now it's a Great Smoke.
a medium smoke.
Yeah. It was almost Great Smoke.
So you've got a lot of stuff going on. Coop was just talking about one of your cigars in particular. Yeah. What cigar were you guys just talking about?
PLM.
The PLM.
Yep. The David. Yeah. So that.
That's the David P. Ehrlich.
David P. Ehrlich PLM series. Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that cigar. What's going on with you? What you have for people coming to the Great Smoke today?
So the PLM series is a cigar I released last June. It was a cigar that I worked on with Ernesto Perez Carrillo, as I did the original David P. Ehrlich, and that's my fifth blend, and the fifth blend that I released, and of all the blends I've released, the response to this blend has been a little bit overwhelming, frankly.
We're being distracted by the Swedish soccer team.
I'm trying to be the serious guy here, and I'm surrounded by big dumb animals. That's all I'm saying.
Sorry, Mike, I lost interest for a second. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right, so about that PLM series.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, screw the cigars. It's over.
Well, it's all part of the cigar lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be serious. I'm getting nudged by Coop. And
check it out, man. Check it out.
Good Lord.
You can tell Coop is feeling better.
I feel much better.
Yeah. He can't stand up right now.
Yeah.
Good.
That's so coming to the Great Smoke now as a manufacturer.
Yeah.
What's your take on it as opposed to coming as a consumer?
Oh, it's a whole different animal. I mean, it's first this event is so much bigger and better than it was at the first one. I mean, at the first one, if you I don't know.
I was not here.
Okay, so it was actually out in the parking lot of the West Palm Beach store.
Right.
Okay.
The first look. Yeah, exactly.
And there was probably 15 or so vendors there, and they had a liquor station, kind of like they do now. But now you look at this, and there was probably maybe 300 to 500 people total. And it was a one-day event. Now you guys have the Friday night thing, the Saturday main event, the Sunday brunch, and all. It's an unbelievable event. From my standpoint, it's a great way to interact with true cigar smokers, a lot of true cigar smokers, and to represent my cigars at one of the finest retailers in the country. So it's great.
Well, it's awesome to have you here. We appreciate it. If you are not here, why aren't you here? Tickets are still available for the Great Smoke 2019 at the South Florida Fairgrounds. Make sure to stop by and check out Mike Bellady. Mike, thanks for coming on, man.
Thank
It's
you.
good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good seeing you.
Thank you. Hey,
Nice
keep-
Rolex.
I should have worn mine today. I would have impressed him.
It's fake. It's fake.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, see ya.
Coop, who do we have in the sidelines over here?
We have the one and only Mr. Enrique Cejas of Matilde Cigars.
Well, come on over, Enrique.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've had. You haven't been on the show in quite some time. I'm going to give you the headset right there.
Yeah. Where's your Rolex? You know, your partner's with Mike, and he doesn't give you a Rolex? He's out the money.
Here, put the headset on so we can all hear you.
Yeah.
Get that mic nice and close to your mouth.
That good?
Yeah, there you go.
Beautiful.
So, how many great smokes is this for you?
Let's see. It's 1, 2, 3. I think since 2014. So it's
Wow. Okay. So you've done a lot of these.
I love them.
So you've seen the progression
I
from
have.
all the different venues.
Yes.
To this one here. What are you bringing to the table for the people coming to the Great Smoke today as far as cigars?
Well, cigars, we're doing our Matilde Renacer Grande as they're giving out, and we're actually running a pretty cool deal on the box purchases. We have a Oscura box pressed cigar, which you've never had a box pressed for the Oscura size.
Okay.
And we're giving away a 5-pack of these Oscura box pressed cigars for the purchase of every box.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you buy a box, you get a 5-pack.
Yes. Unreleased, first time here at the Great Smoke.
I was looking at that. I'm like, that's pressed, yeah.
Yeah, it's pressed, yeah.
So you haven't had this cigar?
I've had it, but not in the press. This is the first time I've seen it or heard about it, to be honest with you. It's right here.
When these guys don't know the cigar, that's a big deal. Like, they're excited now. They see something they haven't had before.
Yes, it's.
Gimme.
Yeah, I want. Yeah.
Well, that's great. What's your take on the event?
As I said initially, I love it.
Yeah.
I came here the first time. I love it. I love the concept about it. It's well, as Mike was saying, it's a great way to get in touch with consumers. Also, enjoy your fellow cigar guys, cigar reps, and all that.
Because it's rare that, I mean, a couple of times a year you guys all get together, right?
That's correct.
And see each other. So it's nice to, there is that social aspect, because everybody that comes in here goes up to him. Everybody comes in and says hi to Coop. Because everybody knows
no,
Coop.
it's Brian, man.
He knows everybody.
Brian's the star, man.
Well, you're both stars. You're both shining stars.
But, Mike was just here. Now, you and Mike have actually formed a partnership in a
Yes.
distribution company right now.
Yes, we do Sable Distribution Company. Basically, it's a distribution arm that distributes our cigars in the States.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. So that's is that a new announcement?
No, it's been out for about a year.
For a year, yeah. We announced at last year's IPCPR.
Hold on.
What are we holding on for?
You'll see.
Oh,
There we go.
the guys get distracted very easily here. Get distracted very easily here with the Swedish soccer team. Doing a great job here today. The crowds are forming. Oh, there they are. Yeah, we're cheering them on. Coop, I'm looking for you to help me out here, and you're just getting distracted every 5 seconds.
No,
Stop getting distracted, man. Come on.
no, so in terms of, Enrique, first of all, how's your dad doing?
My dad's doing great.
Yep.
Dad's doing very good. He's up in La Romana, just
Yep.
having fun and playing nice golf.
Yep. But, I mean, right now, your dad, the family founded the company, but as far as you go, you've pretty much now taken over the company, right?
I am working on it. I'm forcing my dad little by little to retire.
Right.
I'm forcing retiring him.
Yeah.
But you got to do it in increments.
It's got to be in increments. Yeah. If not, you'll get withdrawals,
Now that box press Oscura, is that something that's right now, is there a plan to maybe do a wider release of that?
There will be a plan, yes.
Okay.
Actually, it started as just a size that we made. We made about 1,000 of them.
Mm-hmm.
We liked them. And as I said, if you never found out about it, it's the first time we actually bring it out to an event or actually anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's first time here at the Great Smoke, and it's a size that's very enjoyable. Stop by.
Definitely.
You might get one.
Yep.
You have to buy a box.
Okay.
And stop by it. It's a fucking awesome cigar.
Yeah, no, that's good. And you have an all box press line, the Quadrata, right?
Yes.
now? Yeah. So.
Yes. We have an all box pressed line, which is the Quadrata, which is square in Italian.
Mm-hmm.
And we figured, why not play around with our other cigars and have them box pressed? So
Yep.
our first experiment was the Oscura. Made a little bit of sense. You have your Maduro, nice, full, full medium plus bodied, full in flavor. Just box spread and see what came out.
Yep.
Something beautiful came out.
That's good.
Well, that's exciting. We want to thank you for being here, Enrique. We're all running around like crazy today, but excited to get started. I'm actually working this year too, Coop. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah, I heard. Paul's taking one for the team. He's working the Rhino booth this year.
I gotta work at the Rhino booth, and I have to do the cash machine. It's gonna be a tough day for me.
It's gonna be a very tough day, right?
Well, we want to thank you for coming on, Enrique. If you're coming to the Great Smoke, get here because tickets will sell out today. So the sooner you get here, the better it is for you. Make sure to stop by the Matilde booth and see Enrique. Tell him hello and tell him you heard him on KMA Talk Radio. We have more lined up for our show live at the Great Smoke 2019, but we do have to take a break. So we'll do that now. We'll look to see you here at the South Florida Fairgrounds. It's KMA Talk Radio. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Known the world over as the Rolls-Royce of cigars, with unparalleled packaging and superb quality, Gurkha cigars are works of art that feature the rarest and best tobaccos in the industry, offering a flavor profile for every palate. The highly rated Gurkha brand creates a luxurious experience for even the most discriminating cigar smoker. So treat yourself today with an unparalleled cigar smoking experience. Visit GurkhaCigars.com to find a purveyor of Gurkha cigars near you.
Plasencia Cigars has been one of the world's leading growers of first-class tobacco since 1865. Today, Nestor Plasencia Sr., together with the fifth generation of the Plasencia family, continued the legacy. With over 3,000 acres of quality tobacco fields, they are makers of quality cigars, including Alma Fuerte, ranked among the top 10 cigars in major publications. Find them in your local premium tobacconist stores around the country. Plasencia Cigars, perfected for more than 150 years. Yours to enjoy now.
Hello, this is Glenn Case, owner of Christoph Cigars. Smoking a cigar is all part of the experience. For me, there's nothing better than gathering with friends after an amazing steak dinner and smoking my GC Signature Series paired with a fine glass of scotch. Good conversation and a few laughs is always better when smoking Christoph. Start enriching your downtime. Go to Christoph.com and click on the Discover Your Christoph tab to find the Christoph cigars that are right for you. Upgrade your downtime with Christoph.
Ventura Cigar Company is a boutique cigar brand born in sunny Southern California. Ventura Cigar Company is on a mission to create memorable, complex cigar blends that excite the senses and reward discriminating palates. Experience the Cigar Aficionado number 13 Cigar of the Year, the archetype Axis Mundi. Rise up, step up, look up, fire up, and leave compromise behind with Ventura Cigar Company. Check them out online at venturacigar.com.
Make your next bold journey an epic one. When it comes to cigars, only one brand delivers intense, unforgettable experiences: Camacho. In continuing this fearless tradition, Camacho brings you the newest addition to its arsenal of badass, the new Camacho BXP. Intense, box-pressed, and crafted with rugged American broadleaf fillers from Pennsylvania. Available in Connecticut, Corojo, and Ecuador. Outfit your next bold journey with the new Camacho BXP.
Monte Cristo has set the standard once again, turning back the hands of time by utilizing a long-forgotten, unique aging process that harmonizes the flavors of the wrapper, binder, and filler with the use of small pilones. Monte Cristo Epic Craft Cured is an exquisite cigar you must try now. Available nationally for the first time, Monte Cristo Epic Craft Cured features a 2006 Nicaraguan Rosado Oscuro wrapper that is both beautiful and distinctive. This cigar is a masterpiece no one should miss. Make sure you get one today at your local tobacconist. Monte Cristo Epic Craft Cured.
Since their humble beginnings in 1998, Drew Estate has believed that the production floor is the crossroads between art and passion, and where the real magic takes place. Drew Estate Master Blender Willie Herrera has crafted a unique medium-bodied line extension that is creamy, lush, and ultra-smooth, and finished off with a flawless shade wrapper that delivers satisfaction in spades. Continuing the story from their factory floor, it is with great bravado that the Drew Estate presents Under Crown Shade, a true Drew experience.
Bold and complex. That is the new Romeo San Andres by Romeo Julieta. Using the very best San Andres wrapper leaf available in the market, Rafael Nadal and AJ Fernandez collaborated together to create a new standard among San Andres cigars. Medium to full-bodied, this cigar is bountiful in both flavor and aroma. Available nationally for the first time, Romeo San Andres is a cigar you do not want to miss. Make sure to get one today at your local tobacconist. Romeo San Andres by Romeo Julieta.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio Live from the Great Smoke 2019. Paul, the producer, sitting in here with Cigar Coop.
You know, I got to apologize again for that last segment. I got completely distracted with Enrique Sayas when the Swedish soccer team walked by.
And Brian Glenn from Cigar Obsession, who came in and he just won't leave.
My seat now.
We love having you here.
Yep.
And now we are joined by Horse Soldier, and the gentleman sitting next to me. I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
Tyler Garner.
Tyler Garner is here from Horse Soldier Whiskey. What are we sitting with in front of us now?
So we are a bourbon company. The two bourbons that we have here in front of you today are 70-20-10 on the mash bills, 70% corn, 20% rye or wheat, and 10% barley.
Okay.
So what you have in front of you is our 87 proof straight. Woo. Minimum of 3 years right now. Bourbon's usually a minimum of 2 to be called a bourbon.
Okay.
So all whiskeys aren't bourbons, but all bourbons are whiskeys.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
We've gotten a little bit of bourbon knowledge on the show.
Awesome.
With all the guests we've had. So this is one I've never had before. And this is the rye that's sitting in front of us right now, you said?
Yes,
That's
sir.
smooth.
We just came out
It
with
is
this
very smooth.
beginning of the year.
Smooth and sweet.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of spice on there. Those the rye oils come over, create that, and it's younger too. So
Yeah.
what do you think?
I'm loving it. I should be talking about it. But
I'm with Brian, man. This is really smooth. And
I mean, what's better than a cigar and a bourbon, right?
well, so that's a good question. So with the rye, are you a cigar smoker?
Occasionally.
What would you suggest pairing with the rye?
Honestly, I haven't paired anything with the rye yet.
Oh, really?
So no, I
It's
haven't
that
even
new.
enjoyed a cigar with it. Yeah, I've been busy selling it.
Okay. Hey, listen.
Make it and sell it.
Coop will come up with his own concoction later.
You know, like I was talking earlier about the Julius Caesar the Diamond Crown Julius Caesar. I think would pair really well with this.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to get one today.
Yeah.
I'll tell you,
It's
it's
not
going really well with this Hiram Solomon.
The Lancero, the traveling man. Is that
Holy
what it's-
moly!
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both complementing each other very well.
Well, I can't wait to see what you think about the barrel strength that we have today.
Is that the next one to taste?
Yes, it is a.
We can bring it on in.
All right. This is the 20% wheat. Did you already grab yours?
Yep.
Okay, we're good.
Ooh. So this is 20% wheat, you said?
Yes, and that's at 112 proof.
Wow. That's
Wish I had a couple drops of
Now
water
this
to let
smells
you
stronger.
open it a bit. Yeah.
Well, and what's the proof on this?
112.
It doesn't taste that hot.
It's dangerous.
To me.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
It's
Yeah, it does.
I do a little bit of bourbon drinking myself. This is now. Have you done anything in the aged realm, like do like the a lot of guys will do like they'll finish it in like a port barrel or something like that.
So these just new American white oak.
Okay.
They're full life to maturity, and actually roll some rum back into those barrels, working with some local beer companies.
And they'll take those barrels, they'll age the beer in it.
Yeah.
And then you know what happens usually? They end up selling the barrels to cigar manufacturers.
Yeah.
And then the cigars are aged in those barrels that have had beer. Camacho did that, right, with the Dojo cigar.
They did with several cigars actually. Yeah.
Okay.
They've done rum. They've done beer. Yeah. And they've done bourbon. Yeah.
So it'll be a bourbon barrel that was also used to make beer, and then they put cigars in it. So obviously it's a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
What about this? Have you done any pairings with this?
I have not. Honestly, just people making custom cocktails for us. We got a basil bourbon smash is really nice during the summer months. And then a lot of people, the resorts are taking barrels and putting it barrel-aged Manhattan. So they'll make one, age it for 30 more days.
So they make the Manhattan, then they put it back in the barrel.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's awesome.
Does the alcohol? Well, nothing changes in the alcohol. Is that a fact? Like, or does it change?
Well, you're going to proof down, obviously, when you create a mixture.
Right,
But,
right.
I mean, your molecules, everything's going to still stay the same.
Okay.
But I'm not sure how much microoxygenation would occur with that mixture.
Okay.
But you're going to get more of that barrel age. Something happens. I can't explain it.
Right, what
but,
happens
Yeah,
there?
after that. But I don't know. Everything just gets time to really marry up. So when you proof down alcohol, you usually want to let it set for a couple days to where the water and the alcohol mesh up.
Right. Okay.
Otherwise, you'll get different flavor profiles all over the place.
And you don't like roll the barrels or shake them up or anything like that.
You know, they're trying to do a bunch of stuff nowadays, and we just let them sit.
Well, I don't know. Is that that's a tradition though to let them sit?
Yeah.
This is on the higher proof one. I definitely get a lot more oak on it.
Yeah.
A lot more of that charred American oak.
Well, it's more full-bodied, so, you know, obviously you taste more water in something that's been proofed down. But going to the barrel at 120, and it changes over time. But a little something unique about it, if you can see the front of the label, the horse, the guy with the gun on a horse, is actually America's Response Monument up at Ground Zero.
Really?
Yeah, so the history of our company and a couple of the co-owners were the guys the movie 12 Strong was actually made about.
Wow.
They were actually played by Chris Hemsworth and Michael Shannon in that movie.
Okay.
So, our kind of history of our company, a bunch of Green Berets, we get together after everything, and now we make bourbon. So, pretty good way to transition out.
Jeez.
Those labels, they're like a metallic almost, right?
Yeah, we're doing all metal labels now.
Yeah.
Something unique, and I'll share the video with you later. So we are American Freedom Distillery, but our bourbon bottles were actually the molds were created from I-beams from the wreckage of the World Trade Center.
Oh wow!
So every bottle has been forged in fire and touched by that steel.
Wow. So were you guys all? Are the owners New York guys?
No, we just everybody was all over the country. I think Mark's cowboy from Kansas.
Okay.
And they got other guys from Florida. I'm from Illinois.
Okay.
And then we all just kind of met up down in the hub in Tampa, and that's our home now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So we're a local St. Pete distillery. We're building out right now our location down by Three Daughters Brewery and the Tropicana field.
Okay.
So
very cool. I know right where that is actually.
Yeah. Look forward to seeing you all there.
Well, awesome, Tyler. Thank you for coming
Thank
on
you, Tyler.
and
Thank
bringing
you,
us
guys.
whiskey when we can, or bourbon when we can really use it. Actually, yeah.
Show's gonna get even better.
Yeah. So if you're not headed down here to the Great Smoke 2019, do it now, and make sure to check out Horse Soldier Bourbon at a retailer near you, and here at the Great Smoke where we'll be pouring it, I believe, right?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Tyler.
Thank you,
We
guys.
appreciate it, man.
Cheers.
Hey, I think I see Glenn Loop from the CRA over there. Glenn, if you want to head over, sir, we'll have you come on in. Again, thank you to Horse Soldier for coming in.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Glenn travels all over the country. I think he came from Vegas. We saw him last night. Have a seat, sir. Put that headset on.
Thank you. I'm good.
And he was telling us last night that this is the warmest it's been in any of the trips that he's been on in quite some time.
He just made a mess here.
That's all right. We'll be fine.
We'll forgive him.
We'll
in
forgive him.
in
Just put
all
that-
the cause of freedom.
Just put that paper on it, Coop. We don't need the paper.
No, we don't need it.
No, yeah. That's perfect.
He knocked over the bourbon, by the way.
Vivacious. Adam will wring it out and drink it later.
That's alcohol abuse.
All right. Do we have Can we hear Glenn Loop there?
Hello.
Oh, there he is. Okay. So, Glenn, you're here. I mean, listen, you travel all over the country speaking to manufacturers, retailers, pretty much everybody in the business itself. It's been a while since we've had you on the show. Are there any major updates to announce right now?
Well, it's a brand new Congress.
It is?
They all got sworn in on January the 3rd. On January the 4th, wasting no time, Senator Marco Rubio of Florida reintroduced our exemption legislation for premium handmade cigars. Bright and early on the morning of January the 4th, wasted no time, came out of the chute with 10 United States senators on the bill, and that's pretty dramatic, quick, sends a great message to the Trump administration. Already we're doing some concerted messaging to the White House Office of Management and Budget, the Deputy Secretary of Health's office, the Office of Information and Regulatory Affairs, the White House Domestic Policy Council, and then we're just less than 60 days into the new year. So we're waiting for our House bill to be dropped literally any day now, and that's good in that we have 108 former co-sponsors back with the new Congress.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break. I want to talk to you about what is going on here in Florida as well, but we'll get to that. More with Glenn Loop from the CRA here on KMA Talk Radio. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Once in a lifetime, something comes along that changes the game. That time is now.
The Blast by Infinity is the most advanced, scientifically proven multi-purpose protectant on the market today. The Blast eliminates all smoke and odor on contact and creates a long-lasting barrier of protection. The Blast works on clothing, textiles, and hard surfaces. Water-based, non-toxic, hypoallergenic, 100% guaranteed. Safe for human and pets. Visit InfinityOdorShield.com.
A Toscano cigar is a perfect combination of American and Italian craftsmanship. Made with American and Italian dark-fired cured tobacco, Toscano cigars are produced by hand by the cigar rollers of Lucca, Italy. Smoking a Toscano helps you escape from the real world for a few perfect minutes. Like when you're sitting at home on a terrace after a long day's work pondering life and how beautiful things are. A Toscano cigar can take you back through over 200 years of history and elegance. Toscano is now available at your local premium cigar retailer.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only nonprofit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
The Oliva family, the makers of some of the most affordable yet highest rated premium cigars available. For 7 straight years, Cigar Aficionado has rated Oliva as one of the best cigars of the year. And Oliva has a cigar for all smokers, from the newly released Gilberto Oliva Reserva to the bold and rich Oliva Serie V. Oliva cigars can be found at a tobacconist near you, so always ask for Oliva, an unbeatable value and uncompromising quality. The Oliva family of cigars.
A brand more than 100 years in the making, Particulares was established in Havana, Cuba in 1895, operating as an elite factory that would later introduce the world to classic brands such as Byron, Particulares, and even Monte Cristo. Now, Sindicato Cigars is proud to bring this historic brand back to life, partnering with the legendary Topsa factory in Esteli, Nicaragua, to reimagine this Cuban classic as a modern-day Nicaraguan puro. Transport yourself to a bygone era of Cuban nostalgia with Particulares by Sindicato. For more information, visit Sindicato.com.
Monitor 3 humidors at once from one simple device. Caring for your cigars is easy with the new PuroTemp wireless hygrometer from Zycar. You now have the ability to monitor the humidity and temperature in 3 humidors without even having to open them. Ensure protection by setting simple alerts that will warn you when your cigars are not in the optimal environment. Like everything Zycar, this is backed by their lifetime warranty. Stop by your local tobacconist to purchase yours today. Zycar, for life.
To affinity and beyond. That is where Affinity Cigars will take you. These mild to medium cigars use only the finest select high-grade Ecuadorian Connecticut tobacco, creating a cigar that delivers a smooth, rich, creamy smoke with the gentleness of a mother's touch. Affinity Cigars have become America's go-to cigar for that flavorful yet unintimidating smoking experience. Visit SindicatoCigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too!
Yes, it's mandatory.
KMA Talk Radio, broadcasting live from the Great Smoke 2019, the 13th annual. I'm sorry, I'm being distracted now by what looks like a leprechaun in a kilt.
Whoa. You didn't get distracted from the Swedish soccer team and you get distracted.
It's just
nothing against me.
A red-bearded guy in a kilt just throws you off sometimes. We are joined by, of course, the Coop, William Cooper from cigar-coop.com, Brian Glynn from Cigar Obsession, and our guest and friend of the show, Glenn Loop, is here from the CRA. Now, Glenn, I know you're not here just for fun. I mean, although it's always great seeing you.
It's about signing up 1,000 new CRA members.
So is that when you set goals for certain times of the year, or is that?
Well, we're deeply appreciative that Smoke Inn provides a 1-year membership as a part of their ticket price.
Right.
And then we all sell a second year, and then we have our 10-pack sampler. We've only got 15 of them with us. That
Wow,
we sell
okay.
for $100 for a 4-year membership, and all the money goes towards the litigation and lobbying expenses.
Amazing. I'm a card-carrying member myself. I hope everybody else at this table is.
Thank you.
So we were talking earlier about Marco Rubio and what's been going on in the legislation. So I know you have stuff that you want to touch on.
I do, and it's important that, like I said, it's a brand new Congress, and there's a lot of new players, and one of the most significant political occurrences of the last several months is that there's a new United States Senator for the state of Florida.
Glenn, let me interrupt. When you get into that, was the change in that new senator a shock? Or was it bad or good? How do you look at that?
You know, I've got
it's a loaded question.
I've got some level of political instinct, and that because I don't know crap about cigars, but I love them. But you know, you read the political tea leaves, you monitor the press. I can literally say that I sent George Padron an email 2 months before the election, and I said half a point.
Wow.
So I said, you know, it's going to be tight. It could be a recount. There needs to be outreach. There needs to be, you know, we got to cover our political bases. And Senator Nelson had been very good to this industry.
Absolutely.
Stalwart, co-sponsor, lead sponsor of the Senate legislation for nearly 8 years. Made every phone call, wrote every letter, rounded up co-sponsors. Can't say enough. But that's the political wins.
Right.
And you got to deal with the political wins.
It's just the nature of the beast.
And I didn't say yes or no, but I said I think we're looking at a 1-point race. So with that, here comes election night. Well, that doesn't settle it. Drags it into December.
Election month.
And then you know, if you don't think every vote counts. I remember one time I put out a release. I said, you know, Michael Bloomberg got elected mayor of New York City by the equivalent of about 8 votes per precinct when he got reelected. If you don't think your vote counts.
Absolutely.
Right. I mean, you get stuck with what you get stuck with.
And how much does it piss you off to know that only like 30% of people vote?
Oh, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. You know, there's a side of me that thinks about this legislation about mandatory or automatic voter registration once you turn 18. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. Excuse me. I think you ought to have the, you know, fortitude and faith in democracy to register to vote. But this country's got a problem in that regard. So to flash forward, Senator Scott wins. He's in Washington. He gets sworn in a few days after the rest of the crowd because he needed to fulfill a few days before the swearing in of Governor DeSantis in Florida. So with that, new United States Senator, and we need him to be a part of this process. It's critical. This is the epicenter of the entire premium cigar industry.
Right, right.
Every cigar from Latin America is using virtually every port in this state. Everglades and Fort Lauderdale, obviously Miami, over to Tampa, Jacksonville. They're all utilized by the cigar industry across the board. The infrastructure, the logistics, the distribution channels are all based here. Over 50 corporate headquarters from Fort Lauderdale to Miami and north to Tampa and Naples. This is the economic footprint. And $70 million of the user fees imposed by the FDA on the premium cigar industry are coming out of the Florida economy. Over 25,000 jobs are threatened by these regulations. The vast majority of those are in the state of Florida. We look forward to acclimating Senator Scott's staff to all of these economic factors. I briefed the governor's office when he was governor. I briefed 2 of his deputy chiefs of staff the July before the election in Tallahassee in the governor's office. The subject is certainly not alien to him as a governor and now as a senator, but we need him to be a part of S9. We need him to be a part of the S9 legislation, and we're going to be briefing his staff, but we encourage your listeners to go to cigarrights.org. The S9 petition is already alive, and everybody from Florida needs to go there and hit yes, put in your name and zip code, and let's put 10,000 names into Senator Scott's office to say sign on to S9.
It's important to do that because he's a new senator and he needs to hear from the constituents, and this is the mechanism you're going to do it.
And I'm not kidding about 10,000. Let's put 10,000 in the next month into Senator Scott's office and send a message. And we'll be scheduling briefings very, very soon. He is a marvelous, he presents a marvelous opportunity because of his relationship with the president. He is close to the Trump administration, which makes him an ideal sounding board in communicating our message. We have intentionally concentrated on using pro-Trump members of the House of Representatives to echo our message to the administration. And we're going to be launching a POTUS Twitter campaign to the president here very, very soon, directly, noting the new economic report of the 25,000 jobs and hundreds of small businesses across the country that are threatened by these regulations.
You know, Glenn, as far as it's important that we've had people on both sides of the aisle. You've always said this is not this shouldn't be a partisan issue. But when you lose someone like Senator Nelson, right, that's got to still hurt because obviously he's on the, one side of the aisle has always been associated a little more with this industry, but
we've got enemies on both sides.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got enemy camp in the Democrats with the Republicans. We've got Republicans that are aligned more with big tobacco. You've got certain Republicans and Democrats aligned with public health. We've got 42 healthcare groups that have gone on record against this legislation. There's Altria has endorsed regulation of the industry across the board. You don't know what level of influence that has. So you got to play both sides against the middle and determine where your allies are. It was through this process that people like Senator Bob Casey, Democrat of Pennsylvania, became an advocate. That Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia, Democrat, became an advocate. And all of those are now original co-sponsors of this legislation. So with a core base of 108 members of the House of Representatives and over 20 members of the United States Senate back, we'll be building up that very, very soon. We've got a strong base to build from. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just it's important to get on cigarrights.org is really what we're saying. I mean, you got to get on there, become a member, and you can sign this petition. Anyone that's in Florida, where do they find it on the site?
Front and center top bar. Front and center.
Well, you got 1,000 people here today, and if most of them are from Florida, you could get 9 to 10% here today. So I mean, it should be a gimme. It should be a gimme.
And you've got listeners all over the country.
Yeah. We're in several different markets, so it's a great way to get the voice heard and have people really listen because, and Abe says it all the time that if you're going to sit back and not do anything, then you deserve what you get. That you really need to take action because if you like the industry itself, if you enjoy a fine cigar and enjoy that right to be able to smoke that cigar, you need to take action.
Well, let's remember, let's use the words of the Obama administration, Small Business Administration, under the Obama administration, and echoed again under the Trump Small Business Administration. Over 50% of the premium cigar industry is threatened by these regulations. That's their word. 50% of this industry is threatened by their very existence by these regulations. The SBA has been a strong advocate. They held hearings in Tampa. They went to the Newman factory. They went to the small boutique rollers in Ybor City. They saw it. They felt it. They took that message back to Washington. But let's make no mistake. This legislation is a messaging board to the Trump administration. The problem has to be fixed at the executive branch level or through the courts. And now we're in the throngs of our litigation. We've got a hearing being scheduled on update hearing scheduled for July 11th. There's going to be some companion litigation filed on things like testing and the like. This is going to be a busy year for the litigation, which we've only topped $3.5 million in legal fees, and we've seen the judge once.
Wow.
Wow.
It was a good stay. It was a good moment with the judge, obviously, because he implemented a stay on the implementation.
Right.
And there's no warning labels, grotesque, overly cumbersome warning labels on these cigar boxes, and that was thanks to Judge Maida. But there's a lot more to be determined, and the courts are going to hear it as much as the Trump administration.
Right. Well, Glenn, we want to thank you for coming on and talking about this seriously important issue. As we come together as a community here today at the Great Smoke, it's something to remember that things like this will only exist if we take action.
Yes.
So thank you, everybody, for helping. Coop, I want to thank you for helping me out today. Brian, I want to thank you for coming down and enjoying and being here as a part of what we do here at the Great Smoke 2019. We're seeing a lot of familiar faces. It's still going on. If you're not here, come on down here if you're in the area. We'd love to see you. We have to end the show now, but we will talk to you next week, and the last clip of this show will be a nice little piece from our past years, that a little recoup that Colin put together. So until then, KMA Talk Radio saying keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
recognized and respected throughout the cigar industry, Eric Espinoza and his La Zona factory in Esteli, Nicaragua, are committed to creating cigars of superior quality with the perfect combinations of flavor and strength for every palate. So whether it's the 93 rated La Ranja Reserva, the 92 rated 601s, the Murcielago, or the Espinoza Habano, Crema, or Especial, Espinoza Premium